My husband and I have a really fun story of how we met. It kind of started off sad, but my mom had just found out she had cancer, and she immediately started praying that I would find someone to marry before she died. And I, like a few weeks later, went back to Juilliard to start my master's at the Juilliard School. And my first Sunday in the New York Singles Ward, and it was actually the day that our family was fasting for my mom's recovery. But I was scoping, I was handing out programs in church, trying to see which cute guy I was going to sit by and, of course, marry. Because every guy I met, I was going to marry until he proved otherwise, which isn't a very good way to be. But I got lucky. Anyway, so I was scoping to see which cute guy I was going to be in love with. And I kind of caught this guy's eye, and he got up out of his seat to get a program. And I thought, well, that's a good sign, because guys, once they sit, they're sat, unless they have another reason to get up. So he came and got a program, and so I was going to sit by him. But then some other guy, and he was sitting like 2 feet in on the last bench. And so I was like, that was perfect to just go slip in there. But some other guy went and sat there at the last minute. So in order to sit by this guy I wanted to sit by, I had to climb over the guy, climb over the cute guy, and sit in the middle, which is not very subtle. But I'm not subtle, so it's okay. So I just sat down, and we started kind of chatting before the meeting began. And he wanted to help me to understand that he was from a good Mormon family, because we'd never met before. And so he started saying, well, my father has been a bishop, and my father's been a stake president. My father, in fact, now is a mission president. And he sat back, looking very proud. And I never do this ever, ever, ever. But I said, well, my dad's an apostle. I trumped him. And what I loved is most guys, I should have known not to say something like that, because most guys would have been like, it's nice to meet you, and like crawled off in their hole of embarrassment that they just got, trumped. But he was like, cool, which one? And it was just like, that was our first conversation. And I just think it's such a cute story. And we went on to spend that whole week together. He was only there that one Sunday. So it was truly a miracle we met, because he was finishing up at Utah State, and he was just there interviewing in New York that one week. And so we had to meet at that moment. And we ended up hanging out the rest of the week. You're not supposed to hang out. We ended up dating the rest of the week. And by the time he left to go back to school a week later, we weren't going to see other people. And then I did a concert in Utah and saw him for a couple of days. He came back in November. So we met like in the end of August. He came back in November at Thanksgiving and proposed, and then we got married in March. And what was neat is looking back, the day that we were fasting for my mom, I met my husband, because my mom was kind of praying for me to find someone to marry before she died. So our prayers weren't answered. She did end up passing away. But, our prayers were answered, just not in the way we had hoped. But her prayers were answered, and we met that day. Gosh, sorry. Anyway, so that was really neat, and she's ended up being able to go to our wedding, and she passed away in July. So, but she was there. So I know that she brought us together. It was really a tender mercy, a blessing for me and our family. So that's how we met. It's a good story.
It's awesome.